So I got asked a really good question about business when the person said to me, how do you define your niche? How do you know what to go for? Because it's a really interesting question, and you'll have people that say you must have a niche, you must have a micro niche, you must own that your small thing, and you are that expert, and you go to them about that. And then you have other people that say, well, no, you don't do that. You go for a more general approach because you can't do that because that might change. I'm just going to give you very quick my take on it, what I've personally found works in my business for my clients and where I've come from. So I did a degree, right? And then I did a master's. So you're becoming more and more specialized in what you do. And I found that I didn't want to do a PhD because I was told you're only good at this little bit, of this little bit, of this little bit. Now, if you loved that little bit, fine, but I didn't love it that much. And I was like, I don't think that's what education's all about. And I flipped it and went into primary school teaching where it's like, you got to do all these things to a high standard. And it reminded me, no, I'm capable of way more. So I've gone from having this like micro niche skill set to having to do it all. And I read a really good book where this person was saying, you need to think generally as well as specific, go into specificity as well as generativity, meaning you need to be able to see general trends and look at things with a wide approach. You have to do lots of different things and then be able to be specific when you can. So if you think about it, there are niches now that exist that never existed before, but then there are ones that are going to disappear, right? I think back to the, do you remember Vine? Do you remember the Vine videos, 10-second videos? And people got really good at that, and then they left, and it changed, and it just died. But here's the thing with niches. I saw a really cool person from Vine, and what she did was she realized she liked making physical comedy videos. So it doesn't matter about Vine. She then took that into Instagram, took that into YouTube, and her niche changed a little bit. The format changed, but the value, where she added the most value, didn't change. So this is my advice to you, especially if you're new to business. You look at, yes, having your niche, your marketing strategy, your ideal target market, and your customer, and you talk to them and you understand what they understand. But before you even do that, you want to say, where's my skill set niche? Where do I add the most value? As simple as that. So for me, it's helping people to learn and develop and grow through teaching, training in business now. That's my niche, right? And then the format that takes, it started off as one-to-ones, then training, then online training, creating products. So that's all developing, but the niche is quite broad in that it's people specific, but then it's always down to learning. So it's like you can have that generativity to what you do and then get specific when you need to. And also what I'd say is don't define yourself and say, we're like this now, we're going to like this, be like this forever. Because if you're watching this saying we do these three things, we'll always do these three things. Well, one of those might just be gone in 2 years and not be needed as a service. Then you're down to 2, then 1, then 0. Rather than saying, well, where do we add the most value? At the moment, it's doing this. But in the future, it might be doing something different, but still adding that value. So just to sum it all up, check out something called STEMpathy. And I was first introduced to this in a conference in Malta, leadership conference for accountants. And people were saying in the future, your jobs would be a combination of empathy and science, technology, education, and maths, right? So taking that skill set and empathy. And I'd say that to you in business, as long as you're combining your skill set with empathy towards your target market, right? That is your niche. That is the people that you aim for. That's never going to go out of fashion. So even if you say, well, we used to have this target market, they're gone. Okay, you get a different one, you get a better one. And it's always a process as well. It's almost like coming home. I found as I've got better and better at this, it's like, oh, these are the people who I really want to talk to and they really want to talk to me. You know, it doesn't have to be a painful process. You start with, like I've said in a previous video, what do you love, not what loves you, right? Start where you offer the most value. And if you're not sure, take some time to think about it, all right? So a little bit of a different take on niches. You'll have people who say all sorts of different things. It's my own personal take on it. Just keep that in mind. It can be general as well as specific, and then think, right, got all these general skill sets. At the moment we're doing this, but for the future it might change, and I'm open to that. And then if you want to take that niche and really dumb down into it and go for it and own it, fantastic. If you don't want to do that, you want to have a different approach, try that for you. We're playing the long game here. See it. If it's working, great. If it doesn't, change it. Stick with your values, who you are as a person, and keep doing it your way. It's always about your way. It's your business. You can do it your way. Hope that helps.